Chivalry is a first-person class-based multiplayer game. There are 4 classes in Chivalry: the Archer, the Man-at-Arms, the Knight, and the Vanguard. There are loads of objectives in Chivalry. First you got free-for-all, last team standing, team deathmatch, and what I like to call objectives. And in objectives, you have 2 to 4 objectives to do in order to win a game. One of them is you kill peasants, then you progress to the battering ram where you have to, ram a door, and then kill the king that's inside. And that's all done in one specific map. I played as the Man-at-Arms nearly all the time because I found the Man-at-Arms to be easy to use, but he takes a lot of damage because the amount of armor he has is very low compared to the Knight, who also uses a shield. But just because you have a shield does not mean that you don't have to aim with the shield as well, because aim is key in this game. If you aim properly in Chivalry, you'll be able to stop a lot of attacks, because you'll be able to stop an overhead attack which does the most amount of damage to anyone. From what I've played of Chivalry, I've only been able to see 4 maps, but they're all massive. You can easily see that the developers have put a lot of time and effort into making these maps, because usually in a game map for other multiplayer games, it's not that big or it's not that in-depth with the objectives. This makes all those other maps from different games seem pointless because these maps are just so in-depth. The weapon variation in this game is pretty extensive. You go from a sword to an axe to a mace to a bastard sword to a polearm to a 2-handed mace to a longbow to a crossbow to a dagger and to a short sword, and the list goes on and on for the 3rd section, which is like where your shields, your throwing weapons and that stuff. Chivalry has a tutorial mode that will help a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, because when I started off I had no idea how to do any of this stuff. Now I'm able to play as the Vanguard, the Knight, the Man-at-Arms properly, but the Archer, I envy people who can actually play as the Archer. I urge a lot of people to buy Chivalry, because after playing the game for 3 hours I just started recommending the game to my friends because it was just so much fun. There's just so much to do in that game, and it's just amazing.